What's good, everyone? We made it happen. I'm back out here today and excited to do the usuals. If you're happy to be out here, type out your name. Let me know what city, what country you guys joining in from, as usual. I'm really excited. I'm tired, but I needed to do this because if I don't do it today, it might take a little bit longer. So let's do this. Let's do this. So, do me a favor. I want you to just share, invite, and bring in as many people as possible because we're going to have an excellent conversation and I'm really pumped up. I'm really excited. So, because this is the talk of the year, it's that time of the year when we have conversations. So, type out your name, your city, your country, where you guys are joining in from. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So let's do this. I had to do this, guys, because if we don't do it today, it's gonna be crazy. Type your name there. I want to know what city, what country you guys are coming in from. I'm really excited. Josh, what's happening, Josh? You are one of my most regular people on my page. You've been here long enough, long enough, long enough, and it's always a joy to see you. Appreciate you. So who's in the house? Who else is 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 in the house? So do me a favor, just share, invite people, just tag somebody in the comment, in the comment section. Those would benefit from the wisdom that we put across. We always bring out the best on here. So we don't brag, it's just real. So I'm really excited because it's something that we're gonna help our people. So do the needful, share, invite, bring in people. Who else is in the house? 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 And do me a favor as you come in, please make sure when you have a question, just type it out there. As I speak, and I'll be able to address any questions that you have. Then we're gonna have an excellent conversation. I always like to say, let's make wisdom sexy, and I feel like that's a reason why we do what we do. We want to make wisdom very sexy because that's the only thing that is gonna save our relationships. There's nothing else that builds excellent relationships than wisdom. So before you fall in love with anybody, ask them, do you have some sense? Do you have some sense, boo? Before we talk about you cute, you fine. Do you have some sense? So let's do that. So I'm just gonna do my quick shares as well. Let me see. So I'm just doing my quick shares. Who else is here, guys? Come on, guys. I can see we have a number of people here. Type out your name, what country, what city, where you guys joining in from. Type out your name, your city. Where are you guys joining in from? Happy New Year. How's 2025 so far? How's it going? How's how's 2020 how's 2025 going? How's 2025 going so far? Naomi, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you guys for joining in. Prophet Kadesh, what's happening? Good to see you, Sajira Prince, before we look at you behind. Prophet Kadesh is really just went out straight on. Let me like the other. that has no future but a big past. Prophet Kadesh just went out straight to like he went out straight. He didn't come to play and relax. Hey Cynthia, good to have you. Thank you for coming in. So I'm gonna get started. I don't intend to be out here long enough. I'm just gonna get started because I feel like we need to have the conversation. So every at the beginning of every year we always have relationship goals, just to really just prep people just for the expectations and what they're going to experience when it comes to relationships. So one of the things that you have to understand is that you gotta have goals. You gotta be very very passionate when it comes to relationships. If you plan your life, how is Stone? We missed each other. I was in Stone, but it's good to know you are in and hope you're having a good time. Yeah, so you gotta get to a place where you have an understanding when you're building a relationship. Goals are very key for every relationship, any relationship you're into. So today I was doing training for a company. Called Gold Shield and Benaya, you know, and Reverend Water came in to do some sessions with me. So we're talking about sales, customer service, business ethics. And I like what Reverend Water shared about leveraging your social capital. When you're building when you're building your life, you will not always have money. You can leverage off social capital. Social capital is very key, and that's why building long-term relationships, friendship is you have to be very intentional. That's why goals are very key. I want to share that video. I'll share it maybe on Monday. The things that he spoke about, and it was very powerful. And those are some of the things that most of us don't even work around. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to building with people, when it comes to developing with people, you have to get to a place where you have a full understanding. How are you doing relationships? How are you building your relationships? Because that's very key. So even just relationship goals, you have to really know what you're looking at and what are your expectations. Like I put up a post, how your partner treats you is a reflection of your self-worth and self-respect. And I'm going to start with that because I feel like that's very key. How your partner treats you is a reflection of your self-worth and self-respect. Also, and I think for me, healing has been the biggest blessing. This is why I never stop talking about healing, because once you heal, there's a way you do relationships that is extraordinary. You just don't do relationship normal ngulu. You do relationship with sense. Hey D, what's happening? Good to see you. You do relationships with sense. So you just don't wake up, and some of us had to heal through so many things. I never apologize. Some of us were needy. We wanted people to need us. We were chasing people we shouldn't be chasing, and brokenness will have you out here in these streets looking stupid. My friend, there's nothing honorable about being a broken vessel. And by the way, you could smell good, have a good job, live in a nice house, drive a beautiful car, but still be a broken vessel. And when you're a broken person, these streets of relationships will have you looking like a dummy. So healing your car, your money, what is in the bank, does not translate to you being great and excellent when it comes to relationships. So you have to understand that everything you're going to do is you got to do the work. You have to heal. Some of you feel like you can transfer relationship skills from your money, from your academics, from your car, from your business. This is why most people lead with things. You lead with your money, you lead with how handsome you are, you lead with how pretty you are. You could be pretty handsome, have more caves than a highway, but still be a broken human being. And so you're out here damaging other people, and people are damaging you. So the way people are doing relationships is damaging people, and they're out here saying, and some of you even involve God. Okay, leave God on his side. Some of you even involve God. Oh God, if you love me, why are relationships tough? You are broken. It's got nothing to do with God. You just need to go and heal yourself, you know, because you make silly, crazy funny relationship decisions, and you want to act like a victim. You're not a victim. You just you like your picker is broken. You pick wrong because you're a wrong fit. This is why you let people treat you anyhow. You let people just treat you like anything. And in 2025, let's make it clear. Please don't bring me shoddy relationship issues. Like I have no energy. I am maxed out. And by the way, you like at least if you're gonna stress me, at least be a paid up client. Don't just stress me for free. Are we good? Don't stress me for free in 2025 because I have no energy. The only thing that my energy is vibrating towards is good, healthy relationships. Some of you are not even looking to heal, you're simply looking for attention. You're not looking at doing the work. You're not like, please don't walk in my space. In fact, like when you go to a shop, you find something expensive and you negotiate, they tell you, oh no, we can't sell you at that point. And then maybe go cheaper. So please pick other relationship coaches, pick other relationship. They will help you how to do average relationship. I got no capacity to do average relationship. I like there's zero. At least I'm honest enough to tell you that I can't help you do average relationships because I have zero capacity for average relationships. I can't help you. I can't coach you. I got no skills in that space. The only skills I have is help you how to build healthy relationships. I didn't say perfect because that's where all of you, that's also another excuse people have. Also, our relationship's gonna be perfect. I didn't say relationships are gonna be perfect, but relationships don't have to be stupid. Relationships don't have to be perfect, but they don't have to be stupid. And what we see most out here in these streets, it's a very stupid relationship. People are just doing stupid relationship. So that's your goal, number one. How do you treat yourself? That should be your goal. So you gotta, and by the way, don't do it in the most arrogant way because some of you sometimes you get the right information. You just go and mix them out there and you just like really make terrible decisions with good information. Because if I say self-respect, I'm not saying be arrogant. I'm not saying be arrogant. I'm just saying have self-respect. I'm simply saying practically have, you know, that's what you got to do. We're not asking for much. We're not asking for much. So that's the number one thing. Self-respect, self-worth. That's number one. If you don't have self-respect, you have to understand. Is this making sense? Kish, what's happening? Good to see you. Is this making sense? So if you don't have self-worth, self-respect, don't even try relationships. And that's why today I feel like I want to break some relationships. Because some of you have to go back to the drawing board. You fell in love with a broken version of who you are that lacks self-respect, self-worth. So why are you out here doing relationships when you're a broken vessel? You gotta understand that. Oh, I'm abused in this relationship. No, you're not abused. You're abusing you. Because when you have not healed, you stay in places where abuse looks like it's the normal thing. Because you don't have you don't even know where you're gonna run to. You don't know where you're gonna head to. You gotta understand that. Get back some self-respect, get back some self-worth. It's very key, especially women. And now I think I've been a coach now for I think 20 years now, doing what I do. I'm very careful every time I'm coaching women because, some of these women are the weapon fashioned against themselves that is causing them not to prosper. And women always play victim. Oh, these guys, I can't wait. I want to talk about how women play themselves. If there's a gender that plays itself, it's the ladies. You guys know how to play yourselves, and guess what you do when you play yourself? You blame the men. You play yourself and put the blame on the men. You never take accountability that it's because of you. You lack self worth. You don't have self respect. Oh, if you don't want me, then just let me go. You are an adult. Why can't you just leave? Why can't you just go? Like, do you need a visa? Do you need a passport to leave your relationship? Do you need a visa? If self-respect, if respect, is not served in the relationship, walk out of the table. And I'm not just saying every relationship, 10 seconds, or is there respect in this relationship? I'm out of here. No. Have you communicated? These are my standards, these are my expectations, and these are non-negotiable. So if you cross the line, it'll be the last time you and I have this conversation. Some of the things we blame God for, it's things we've done to ourselves. It's things we've done. Like we've abused ourselves and we blame the men, we blame God, we blame our community, we blame the sisters, the brothers, everybody in the whole equation. We blame everybody else but ourselves. And we never take full accountability to say, look, I'm the mess in this relationship. I'm the mess. Hey, so what's happening? Good to say, I'm the mess in this relationship. So you have a responsibility to do the things that you're supposed to do. I can teach you these things because I used to be like I used to live off crumbs. And now that I've healed, I can look back and see how pathetic that life is. And that's why I'm never negotiating for attention. I'm never negotiating for, oh, you gotta treat me well. I'm wet. No, I don't have to tell you. Like, why do you have to tell an adult you are a proper gem? Like, an adult will know. How you know someone is mature and ready for a relationship is when they've got a good catch. They know I got a good catch. You don't have to treat them, I'm a good catch. I'm a good catch. You don't have to tell people you're a good catch. People with sense will tell. And the fact they can't tell you're a good catch, then you know they got no sense. But you're going to stay out there for 10 years. Now 10 years, you track malasha. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, now, like Wasila, 20 years. You are beyond, like you've been disfigured. You've been disfigured. You look like a 1995 finished truck. Oh, you did me bad. That man, that woman wasted my life. You wasted your life. You messed up your life because you have zero self-worth. You messed up your life. You messed up your life. Like the past weeks, I've just been saying we need relationship classes. But you know what? When you do relationship classes, nobody wants to come. But you'll be mad with me when I don't respond to your DMs. You're not serious. You don't want to make an investment. You think one call, one message is going to fix your relationship issues? No, it's kind of can't. Our generation needs desperate interventions to really fix it all. There's gotta be decisions you gotta make when it comes to relationships. I want you to type it out there and says, I keep playing myself. I keep playing myself. Type it out there. I keep playing myself. Come on, type it out. I want to see it there. I keep playing myself. I keep playing myself. Type it out. Put it out there. It says, I keep playing myself. I keep playing myself. Communicate your expectations. Communicate how you want to be treated in 2025. Don't even make apologies. You have to communicate your expectations. This is how I expect you to treat me. This is what I expect from this relationship. You have to really be very intentional and let your partner know these are your expectations and these expectations are non negotiable. I keep playing myself. Yes, I keep playing myself. How you see how do I commit to staying with you? Hey, my brother Elijah, good to see you. How's the US? I miss you guys. It feels like forever. Passing my love to my homeboys. So you gotta understand, how do I stay forever with a person who's giving me crumbs? I can't do that. Some of you when you go a day without eating nshima, or like right now, my system is in a mess because for the past 2 days I haven't eaten nshima, and you see, like nshima is the finer things of life. Like my system is just like, when you spend your day, like when you're in a hotel space, nshima is not like nshima. You know what I'm trying to say? Nshima is like nshima from home. Or Nshima is like Nshima from Matewe. The hotel Nshima is not like, it's too bougie. Like I want proper Nshima. Like when my system doesn't have Nshima, but so today I got excited. I'm coming back home early. I can do my Nshima, but I just said, okay, let me just do the broadcast so that I'll eat Nshima tomorrow. Like when my system doesn't have Nshima, like something feels crazy and strange out here. Like, some of you, if you go a day, without proper food, like when you go a day without proper food, you begin to shake. But you go for 20 years without proper love and you're okay. Like, make it make sense. How? Bro, Zambian Shima is like the real Shima. Then Shima, like I see why when you come to Zambia, like you eat it like crazy. So you have to understand. So how are you going 20 years, 10 years, like listen, like 1 year? Like how am I doing a relationship with you for a year and I'm not getting the respect that I deserve in this relationship? So those are things that you have to understand. You have to get to a place where you set out your expectations. So your self-worth, self-respect, how your partner treats you is a reflection of all those things. So you have to make sure you're very intentional about your relationship. Set high standards and high expectations. And the key thing is communication. Healthy relationships thrive on open communication, honest and respectful communication. So that's why, as a couple, schedule check ins to discuss your feelings, your goals, and your concerns. Be very intentional. Use statements like I feel hate when rather than placing the blame. Be very intentional. The best way to love someone is to listen without interrupting, speak without accusing, and respond without arguing. This thing of every time your partner brings up an issue, you already start, oh, so you think I'm not loving you well, so you think I'm not taking care of you. No, listen without interrupting. Don't argue. It's my turn to speak. Let's do weekly check-in. Do relationships with people that are committed to to communicate. That should be a goal. Like, if you're not communicating, how are you even building a relationship? Be very intentional to state, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. This is what breaks my heart. This is what hurts me. And one of the things, as Zambians, we also need to, especially as Africans, we need to really get to a place where we get to accept that how we grew up and how we were raised is very dysfunctional. And there's a lot of things that we need to heal and deal with and work around all that. So you have to get to a place where your partner is willing to communicate, you are willing to communicate, you are willing to have a conversation without drama. So be very intentional. That should be your relationship goal. So that's what you need to work on. So be very intentional, communicate your needs. And some of you, you want someone to meet your needs that you've not communicated. How am I going to meet your needs when you've not let me in? This is what you're expecting and this is what you desire. You have to be able to bring out your needs. You have to be able to bring out your expectations. You have to be able to get to a place where you are able to say, this is what I expect, this is what I desire from the relationship. Number three, heal from your trauma. Your past shouldn't define your future. Unresolved trauma can impact relationships. Healing individually and together creates space for growth. Unresolved trauma can impact relationships. Healing individually and together can create space for growth. So there has to be a place where you decide to heal. Yes, you have to decide to heal. This is what I need to work on. This is how I was raised, and I need to work around that. So what are your past traumas? What are the things today, like the past weeks, like my gate was destroyed. So like it was stagnant, for over 2 weeks. And 2 days ago, I had to bring in someone to work on the gate. And guess what? Today when I was coming back home, guess what I was doing? I was forcing the gate that was already fixed. I said, relax. This gate is fixed. But you see, my system is in tune with forcing that gate to open. Now, these are practical things. These are things that you really you have to get to a place where you decide, I need to heal. Some of you are fighting your new love because of your old love. Today, like, I mean, man, today I was talking, we're doing a training with Reverend Water, and we sat in our corner. intentionally, because we have unfiltered conversation. Like when you leave that man, you keep thinking about, like, the conversation is so deep, but you can't have it because some people cannot receive them. So that gate has been fixed, but my system is not fixed. That's why I tell people there's nothing wrong with love, there's everything wrong with you. Love is not the problem. You have to focus on you. Some of you, you're in a new relationship, you're getting to know someone, you're exploring, you're in a good place, but you keep bringing everything from your past into your new relationships. So you gotta heal, do the work, heal yourself, do the healing. You have to do the healing. Especially qua Zambia, it's not easy, especially to have conversations with you ladies. Even just in a non-relational space, it's not easy to have relations, to have conversations with most women. It's tough. Like you guys are ready, all guns blazing. Like your gun is always ready to fire. Like you don't know how to lay down and take it. Let the person speak to you. Let the man speak to you. Let a man have a conversation with you without saying, this is how all the men in my past have always behaved. You can't always think about what happened in the past. You are here today and you have to work with what's happening today. So that this is why normalize talking about therapy before you date anyone. Do you believe in going to get help? You got to have those conversations. Do you believe in going to get help? Do you believe in therapy? Oh, me, I can't sit before another person to tell me what to do. I need to do with my life. That's a red flag. But because most of you are so desperate, you will take that averageness. I don't believe in going for counseling. I don't believe in going for coaching. Why should I go and see another human being to tell me what I need to do with my life? But when all you chicks, you guys play yourselves. Why am I like talking to the women today? You have to be here today. You have to be present. So have those conversations, have those deep conversations. It's very key. Number 4, trust and being vulnerable, building emotional safety. Trust grows when partners feel emotionally safe to express themselves without fear of judgment. Creating a no judgment zone to discuss your fears, to discuss your insecurities. Forgiveness after misunderstanding, rebuilding trust one step at a time. A healthy relationship is when two people can open up and feel safe, seen, and heard. Hey, man. There's nothing as beautiful as being with a partner that sees you. Like every time, like I see every time I talk about, does your partner see you? Some of you, you're doing relationships with partners that don't even see you at all. Like you're with them, but you don't exist. They don't see you. That's why I said today I feel like breaking some relationships. Some relationships are not even worth it at all. But you are so desperate, you want to hold on to those dysfunctional relationships. A non-judgment zone. We have to get to that place where this is a safe space. Oh, men don't talk. Why don't men talk? Like when a man speaks, you weaponize that. As a man, you gotta learn to communicate. You gotta get to a place where you're willing to build and develop the relationship. You gotta lead. You gotta be very intentional. You can't be all macho. You've got feelings. You feel the pain. You feel the struggle. You gotta feel all of those things. Now, I like this question. Now, let me ask you a question. I gave myself a full year, Miss Williams. I gave myself a full year, and now I feel ready, but I feel not seen. Now, please explain that. Let's break down that. I caught that comment. I want to address that. What do you mean? I gave myself a full year and now I feel ready, but I feel not seen. What do you mean? Break it down for me. Now, maybe it may take a little bit of time because I don't want to stay here long enough to give you time. Let me now explain to you. A lot of people take 1 year, 2 years away from relationships, but in the 2 years, we're not doing the work. So you haven't healed. So you were just away from relationships, but you were not doing the work. Oh, I took a break for 2 years. I took a break for 1 year. I took a break. Yeah, like you took a break. What were you doing during the break? What did you do during the break? And then when I say being seen is not to see you. Like people seeing you and approaching you. No, seeing you is your partner coming to you, telling you, look, every time we talk, you're always talking about doing your dream business or taking your dream vacation. I bought you tickets. Or this is what we now that's been seen. It's not been seen, kukuona. It's like someone says the word for in the interpretation, what intimacy means, it means into me see. Into me see. Into me see. That's what it means. Into me see. So it's not about being seen or someone approaching you or you no nakuona. No. Now being seen is the most intimate thing a partner can ever give you. It's it, it's not the sexual encounters. That's the intimacy. Intimacy is deeper than just sex. Intimacy is someone being thoughtful, someone being very intentional. Someone being very intentional with you, someone loving you intentionally. Don't love me like a fluke. Life is too short to be loved like a fluke, like someone just experimenting with you. Life is too short for someone just to just experiment with you. Again, so now you confirm exactly what I'm saying, Ms. Williams. That's not exactly what I was saying. I don't know. Like when you heal, like when you heal, the ball game is very different. Trust me, when you heal so well, you can have a conversation, like you can have a 5 minutes conversation. You can tell this person and I are far apart. Let me see if I can do the last one and then just focus on your questions so I can answer them. What's a lot? So much to cover. Okay, this is the last one. Shared goals. Building a vision for the future. Relationship goals should be aligned with shared values and dreams. A couple creating a vision board together with long term plans, travel, kids, finances, financial goals. How are we going to travel? Like, how am I going to marry you? I love to travel. You don't want to travel. Oh, it's just wasting money. Talk to people. As we used to go to the village and said, my friend, just go to the village, deal with your village people. I can't deal with you. How are you going to travel every year? So have shared goals, building a vision for the future. This is why if you're in a relationship and you don't know what's happening, you're wasting your time. Because if in your relationship you don't have shared goals and dreams, you're wasting your time. You are wasting your time. You need to be particular. What are we doing together? And every stage of your relationship must have goals. I'm not saying go to the people and say, I want to marry you. Every stage could be, I'm getting to talk to you. I'm just getting to know you. I'm building a friendship with you. That's a goal. When you get from there, oh, let me do a relationship intentionally with you. Let's get to know each other exclusive. That's a goal. Some of you don't even know what you're doing, like you're confused. You need to have an understanding. Why are we doing what we're doing together? So you need to get to a place where you have full understanding, you know what you're building, you know what you're developing. You got to be very intentional. You know why I'm passionate about relationships? Because I see what bad relationships can do to your life. I know I see what bad relationships can do to your life. This is why in 2025, invest in everything you can to get yourself right. Invest everything you know. If you know relationships matter, make the investments. Whatever you're going to do to invest, do the investments. And the biggest investment is to start with yourself, the healing process. So I guess you know what the problem is with most of you? When you meet a new person, that's where you're rushing to go and heal. Mwapiwa no kupiwa. Oh, I like that guy. I like that girl. Now let me go and heal. Let me look like I'm a no. Let me come out like a good man. Your daily assignment is to work on your personal goals. So when you meet your partner, you can evolve together with your goals together. So if you're in a relationship, there's no goals, you don't know what you guys are doing, you're wasting your time. Like I just don't get it. Like why are we doing relationships and we don't know what we're doing? Also, what are we? I don't know. We're just like hanging out. I see so many relationships. Like, oh gosh, like there's so many even married people. Like you guys just wake up, like you don't even know what you're doing. You just wake up every day, no plan, no strategy. Like every day of your life, you're just waking up to exist and not live life. You've got no plan, you've got no agenda, you don't know where you're headed to. Every time your anniversary comes, happy anniversary, wife of my youth. Happy anniversary, husband of my youth. But there's no use in the relationship, no substance. The relationship is just average. You just use it to intimidate people, but you're miserable. Nothing. Nothing. There's no dreams, there's no goals. Gabriela, I find it difficult to be loved because I feel most men want sex. I don't know. I mean, before marriage, my number one principle is not to have sex before marriage. I will wait for the man who will respect my principle. I don't want to live a life of regrets. Now, listen to me, Gabriella. I clap for you. But also, this is one thing I've also noticed again. This is a good principle, and we were actually talking about it today. It's good to find women, that's one of the conversations we're talking about with Reverend today. It's good to have those principles of not wanting sex. But here's one thing I've also discovered about some women that I've got, and I'm not saying this is a case for you. Like, like some of you are virgin, some of you maybe are just holding out sex until you're married, and you feel like that's the most powerful thing to bring to the relationship. Sex is not the only thing, and not every man is looking for sex. There's men that are willing to build with a woman, but unfortunately some women, all you bring to having come, guys, just give me a minute. This thing is about to go off. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, we get it. So let me so morality and being a good catch is not just that you're not sleeping around. It's about how exciting. It's about you have to be all rounded. Sex is not the only thing. Like, oh, and this is how we grew up. Most of us, especially us that are Christians, we grew up like that. Oh, I'm keeping it up for marriage. So and it's the same with women that feel like, oh, I wear a long dress, then I'm a good catch. You could wear a long dress and just like be boring and suck. You gotta have some more skills you bring to the relationship than just that I don't want a man to sleep with me. And trust me, it's not every man who wants to sleep with a woman. Not every man just wants sex. Get it from me. There are good men that want to love a woman. Don't convince yourself that every man wants to sleep with you. There are men that want to build with you genuinely. But please, can you add some more flavor to your life than just saying I'm a virgin or I'm not, and I've given you kudos for that. So let's bring much more than just saying I'm keeping my purity and all of those things. So there's got to be something deeper that you work around, that you bring to the relationship. It's very key. Like, yes, you're a virgin. Yes, you're not sleeping with every guy out there. But are you a safe woman? Can I trust you with my life? Can I trust you with my tears? Can I trust you with my shame? Can I trust you with my battles? Are you a safe space? Are you a good woman? So relationships are just bigger than just being narrow. So you gotta stretch how you do relationship. You gotta stretch how you build the relationship. It's very key. Any questions, guys, before I go? Any questions? Let me take some questions. Do you have any questions, guys? Put it out there. Any questions before I go? Any questions that I can answer? Chipante pante type of relationships. They only want to get married without a vision. Exactly. No plan. Like, you gotta know, why are you getting married? Why are you getting married? Why do you want to get married? You gotta have some reason. And marriage is amazing. When you really get someone who's amazing, when you get a good catch, marriage is exciting. It's amazing. It's delicious. But some of you just marry because the person was available and you married. It's the most terrible thing. And that, guys, trauma will make you make some of the most ridiculous decisions. Blessings. I need help. I'm withdrawing from everyone. My family is complaining. I have lost interest in everything and everyone. Relationships are toxic. Again, accountability. I'm going to go back. Accountability is very key. Some of the relationships that have made us hate love are the relationships we made decisions ourselves. You hate love because on your part in the abuse that you went through. Own your part. What is it that I did in this relationship that brought me to this place? Some of you, you picked, oh, this is my type. This is the type of man. Some of you, and I say it again, mostly, and men do it as well. Oh, because she's fine. She got a good booty. She's got more caves than a highway. He's cute. He's got blue eyes. He's got brown eyes. Oh, this is a person. You even convince yourself. And when they hate you, guess what you do? You come back and begin to say, oh, love doesn't work. It's the people you choose. Let's take a responsibility that sometimes we choose wrong. Most of my relationships, I chose wrong. And the reason I chose wrong, it's because I was a broken man. I needed to heal so I could pick better. I needed to heal so I could pick better. I needed to heal so I can pick better. So you need to work on yourself. So ask yourself the toughest question. This is why I gotta have a coach. You gotta have a coach. Have a mentor. Have someone you can have somebody with sense, not just everybody. When we said have people that can really have tough conversations with you. They're not in a place where they're looking for attention. Find people that can have tough conversations with you. You gotta heal. Good to see you, Nick. I appreciate seeing you. Happy to see you. Sammy says every time a woman mentions every man wants sex, I consider they are not ready to be a wife. Oh, interesting perspective. Women need to take responsibility and accountability for every choice and stop playing sex with men. People are getting married because my auntie is talking. Let's not do vazi. My regrets yeka yeka che. Natasha. Too many regrets. Too many regrets. Any questions before I go, guys? Maybe we'll do a part 2 of this. So this was just like the intro. Maybe we'll do part 2. So 2025, make sure your relationship goals are intact. And top of that list is self-worth, self-respect. Whatever happens. And this also goes, let me speak to my man as well. Let me speak to the man as I go out. As a man, self-respect is very key. Self-respect is not just for women. A lot of you men are making chicks make you run in a walking distance. A lot of you, like you're doing so much for a girl that doesn't even bring value to your life. She only brings her body. Like that's a that's a lowest form of relationship and love. Like don't be so horny that you forget here just because she's fine, she's got a cute face, she's got dimples. Don't lose yourself. It's a sign of brokenness. Anytime you allow a woman disrespect you because she's gonna take sex off the table, it means you're a broken. Like when some women know who they play with. So this is why, as a man, you gotta be solid. You gotta be strong. I love you. I wanna know you. But listen, you're not gonna treat me like every other man you've had. And there's plenty of women that are running game on men, but because you are thinking with your manhood and not your head, you keep putting yourself in situations where you're losing yourself as a man. You gotta pick up yourself as a man. You gotta know I have respect. I have self-respect. She can't just run game using sex on you. She's gotta know that this man, this is why a lot of you men don't even hold your women accountable. This is how you don't even hold your women accountable. Because you're so like she bullies you. Whether it's the actual bullying, whether she just uses sex to bully you, like every time she says, I'm gonna take the sex off the table, like you lose everything. So you gotta get to a place where you put up you like you set a high standard for yourself. Like get to a place as a man to say, look, you can't love me how you wanna love me. These things are non-negotiable. These things are non-negotiable. I'm a king, I deserve respect. I'm not demanding for respect. I'm just saying, like, look, I'm allergic to disrespect. I'm just letting you know. I am allergic to disrespect. Exactly. I like that. So you gotta be solid as a man. You gotta be solid. I just sometimes meet these young people like you're just like all you got is like a fine face and a booty. Like that's like how do you even survive? And this is why you keep chasing every woman you see because the one because God designed you to be satisfied not from your manhood but to be satisfied from your spirit. This is why even if this you can get laid by a number of women, there's no satisfaction because you were not built to be satisfied from your manhood, you were built to be satisfied from your spirit. But you're picking chicks that just chicks that just know how to deal with your manhood and not your spirit because you're a broken man. Like because you're a broken man. You keep picking some of the most unhealthy, toxic chicks, dysfunctional chicks out here because they're fine, they look good, they smell good, but that's all they are. One of the signs you know you've grown and matured as a man is when most chicks are avoiding you. They know they can run game on you. It's a blessing when most women are avoiding you. Don't even feel low that they're avoiding you because you're not handsome enough, you're not good enough. They know they can't play with you. So they will go after the guys they can run game on. They'll go with guys they can play with because they know this guy is woke. I'm not gonna run game on this guy. So when girls don't even want to deal with you, it's not a bad thing. They just know that this guy is woke. I'm not just gonna run game on this guy. So be that man. Okay. We have broken people dressed nice and smelling nice with a lot of nonsense, coach. Imagine the audacity. Make sense. Make it make sense. This is why the aspect of finding someone who sees you is very key. Is very key. You gotta find that person. You gotta find your person that really sees you. You gotta find that person that really genuinely loves you. You gotta find that person. And accountability is number one because I can sense that most of you are not taking accountability for the role you play in these relationships where you are abused. You never take accountability. You never take accountability. What did I do to contribute to my own abuse? Also, coach, you're saying these men that are these women, these men and women that abusers, they are innocent. I'm not saying they're innocent. I'm just simply saying, are you gonna stay stuck? Are you gonna hate love and marriage because you picked wrong people that didn't know how to do love? I see these fine, cute things that are getting married. Like she's like, dude, what happened? How did you just marry this brainless chick? How did you just marry this brainless guy? I see some of you women, some of these dudes you marry, like who hurt you? Oh, he's just got a big beard, he's got a muscle, you know, and you're just like going crazy. Oh, like this dude is so like he has no sense. He can't even do a family budget. This guy can't even speak to you at your lowest. He doesn't know how to speak to the queen in you. But because you're so broken, all you needed was muscles. All you needed was just like a big beard at your age. Just a big beard is all you really wanted. Like really, like really, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Some of you, your type is the reason why you keep getting broken. Because you have a type, but your type got no sense. Most of the time, your type doesn't have sense. They are brainless. Do you have events for meeting new people, specifically men? I feel like I've missed out. Yeah, we do quite a number of events. We put them on. Again, just be very strategic how you do these things, how you roll. There's just this, just be very strategic. Be very strategic how you meet up people and how you get to speak to, the opposite sex. We do quite a number of events, so just know how to position yourself and network with people, that are looking, people that want to build healthy relationships, and make sure when you get into that space, you're a good catch. So you gotta have an understanding of that. Okay, guys, it's been amazing. It's been a long day. I've been training the whole day. So my back, this is why I have so many pillows. My back hurts, you know, um, you know, and I just need to lay down and relax. Lay down and just relax and just have a day. So, but I needed to do this thing. So, guys, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. So, 2025, I wish you nothing but the best. Please go out and crush your relationship goals. If you're in a relationship, I hope and pray that you and your partner are on the same page, that you guys are looking out for the same things in your relationship. You're on the same page. I hope you and your partner want the best, and have the same understanding. So one of the biggest thing is it's okay to walk away and say, the problem. Some of you feel like just because you've started. This is what I say. We have a coaching program for couples or singles. When we start coaching you, the goal is not just to get married. The goal is also to break up. When we're coaching you and you discover you're not meant for each other, just let the relationship go. Some of you are holding on to relationships that are died a long time ago, and now they're stinking because you're trying to fix what is already dead. Your value systems don't align. So talk to your partner. Are we on the same page? It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be messy. It's just we're not compatible. And the key thing is know what you're looking for. And I always say these things like, I'm never confused about what my wife really, how it will feel like to experience my person. I'm never confused. This is why I'm not chasing after everybody. Like, I don't know. I know what I'm looking for. I know what my wife really brings to the table. Some of you have no idea. What are you looking for? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. How? You gotta know. You gotta know. You gotta know. Simple. It's not complicated. It becomes simple when you heal and do the work. This has been amazing. I hope I talk to you soon. Have a wonderful night. God bless you guys. And we have some coaching programs. So if you want to be part of you want to be part of our coaching program, you want to be part of our circle, you want to belong to our circle, please send me a message. If you go to our page, you will see the WhatsApp number. Send me a message, say, coach, and you just better be serious, because I don't deal with unserious people. If you want to be part of our circle, you got to know what you're looking for. You're not just like confused. If you're still confused, you're on the fence, just keep watching me from Facebook. If you come inside the circle works. My circle works. We don't even play. That's why it's a small circle, because there's no munguru in our circle. We have serious expectations. So our circle works. So if you want to be part of our circle, it will cost you time, it will cost you money. We don't play. And we have a holistic space. So you're growing in every part of your life. Some of you just want to grow relational wise. You gotta grow in your life. We gotta teach you how to communicate. Sammy, thank you for sharing. It was a joy. I appreciate you. You gotta grow holistically. You can't just grow in one side. Have you noticed how I show up? Today I was doing training, strictly business, zero relationships. The next day I'll be training relationship. The next day I'll be training entrepreneurs. The next day I'll be talking about faith. It's just like that, because your life can't just be one side. It's gotta be holistic. Okay? So if you want to be part of that circle, please send us a WhatsApp. Uh, uh, yes, that's true. That's true. Let me see if I can put up a number here, our WhatsApp line, so that you could strictly for the serious and not the curious. Strictly for the strictly for the serious, not the curious. So that's our office line, 0979372203. You can give me a call tomorrow, or you can send me a WhatsApp today and take action now. But please just make sure you're serious. Because I'm too serious. As you know what I mean. Okay. So if you want to be part of our circle, we have a 12 months coaching program. We have a couple coaching program. Like, it's the best circle you can ever be in. But trust me, it's not an easy circle, I promise you. And it's not, you won't find 1,000 people, because people like to go where no one else is. As we want to see you. That's why it's a small circle. We want to see you. And for this year, our focus is just coaching, mentoring 100 people, whether it's in relationship, it's in business, it's in your spiritual life. Just help you become a better person. We just need 100 for the year. We don't need to fill up a stadium. It's fine. It's okay. All we want is, if at 5 years later I can meet you and you say, look at my amazing wife, look at my amazing husband, look at my amazing business. I'm standing and I'm solid. And my friend, you gotta die to yourself to get to that place. It's not easy. Success is not easy. That's why most people are not successful. Because some of you, you start, you're excited at the beginning of the year, you are ready and you're excited, you know, Feb comes, you're already fainting. My friend, you gotta die, you gotta feel the pain, but you gotta be disciplined. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be disciplined. All right, guys, good night. God bless you.